everyone, it's Shelby with Sister Locs.
And I'm Lexi with Traditional Locs, and together we are Two Sisters Locked.
Stores a lifestyle she change. Down the lights, spread the dimes. Time to spread this, your dreams sense at all. Godly thrones that be dancing, salads. That ransom don't.
Okay, so if you're new, welcome. Stay a while. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and watch our other videos.
And if you are returning, welcome back. We are so glad to see you and so thankful that you are here once again for more Loc content. So today, we wanted to discuss what was our life like as loose naturals. For those of you who do not know what loose natural is, because these are locs, loose natural refers to life before locs, when your hair was loose, not locked, okay?
Exactly. So today we're just going to tell you a little bit about our natural hair journey. We're still on our natural hair journey because we're still natural.
We'll forever be on our natural hair journey.
Yeah, at this point, because I'm not taking these things out. Boy, I pay too much, girl. Anyway, but we're still going to be natural forever, but we're no longer loose naturals. We're going to tell you a little bit about what our life was like before getting locks.
So it all begins with the person who gave us life.
The
or
man,
half
the
of
myth,
the person,
the legend, the woman,
the myth, the legend.
One James
Johnson.
Oh yeah, we love you,
my
mother,
our mother, who gave us life.
Have mercy.
And went through all that she had to do.
Oh yeah,
to push us out.
Oh yeah,
these natural hair girls out.
Full head. Not when we first came out, though. I don't think.
This journey starts with her. My mother, like most black women, bless her heart, like most women, black little girls, had a perm for most of her life. However, when she was in her 20s, she decided to do something that at the time was considered radical. That at the time, especially in like Caribbean culture, is considered radical. She decided to cut out her perm, go natural, and wear a short haircut.
And we'll show you all a picture of her looking cute.
My Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, she had that box.
Had that 90s. That 90s. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so the reason why we say that it starts with her is because if she was not natural and if she didn't know how to take care of natural hair, we wouldn't be natural.
We would have had that creamy crack up in this head.
We would have had that experience.
And not only her, but her sister. She has 3 sisters. One of her sisters actually went natural also and got locks. Now this was extremely radical in that time. So she had locks from, what's that, the 80s, 70s? How old are they? I don't know.
Okay. Not 70s.
Okay, it was 80s. It had to be 80s.
I'm pretty sure it was 90s. They were in their 20s in the 90s.
We'll say...
Oh, I guess.
No, that'd be 30.
She had locks before 2000.
Okay, yeah, 80s, 90s, somewhere in there.
Okay.
She had locks. So they were both natural at that time, which was before we had all these natural hair products, before you could go to the natural hair salon and ask for something cute. That's why she had her hair short and she had locks. And my aunt had locks because it just wasn't common back then, okay?
From when I was a kid, I always loved my aunt's locks. Shout out to Auntie Jackie. She's a New Yorker, all right? So shout out to Auntie Jackie because I always admired her locks from when I was a child. And from then, I always wanted locks at some point.
That's where our natural hair journey really begins. So from when we were popped out my mama, she wanted us to be natural. She didn't want to put a perm in our hair because she had gone through that already, the pain, the itchiness, the damage that it can cause, and she didn't want that for us. So from a very young age, she was putting us in a lot of natural hairstyles. We had the bubbles, the big, the chunky twist, the braids, the bubbles
I
at the
have
end.
pictures with me and the I Heart Jesus bubbles. That's how corny.
And the barrettes too. Remember they said the barrettes, but they didn't give you the hang time.
No. Them bubbles was
gave you hang time. We were swinging the things. They be flying out, but they swing the
bubbles were everything.
Yeah, so we had bubbles, we had pumps, all the styles, and so that was from a very young age. She would even let us straighten our hair until
I first got my hair straightened in 8th grade, and I had been begging my mother, please let me straighten my hair. Please let me straighten my hair. And she didn't want me to straighten my hair. Finally, she let me straighten my hair. And I just thought it was the best day of my life. Because as a lot of other black girls can relate, the way that our society portrays beauty and the things that you see when you're watching TV, Disney Channel and everything like that, everybody has straight hair, even, you know, a lot of the black characters. And now we're kind of getting away from that. But at the time, everybody had straight hair. So of course, what did I want? I wanted straight hair. I wanted to flow and thing and all that stuff. And so when I got my hair straightened, finally, flat iron, it was just a great day. And I pretty much straightened my hair for pretty much all of 8th grade. I mean, I did not wear my hair natural rarely ever because I just wanted to look like the other people in my class, and I always wanted my straight hair.
Yeah, and I got my hair straightened for the first time just before 7th grade. We had just moved to Georgia, and I got my hair straightened. And I don't think I wore it as straightened maybe as much as you, like when you first started. But I was pretty frequently, and especially if there was like a nice event or something, it's like we just felt like we had to have our hair flat. That mostly came from like outside family members who, you know, really saw straight hair as being formal or like the only way you can like look nice or professional.
Right.
And
Or just society in general.
Yeah, and the other thing is we went to a white high school.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of comments like, oh, you look so pretty when you have your hair straight and stuff like that. So all that, even though we're not consciously thinking, oh, we're ugly with our natural hair, all that goes into your subconscious for sure.
I will tell you about a very explicit thing that somebody one time told me about my hair straight. And so one day I came in with my hair straight, and so I'm kind of a silly person or whatever. I came with my hair straight, and there was a girl, she was my friend, I'll call her a friend. I came into class, she was like, oh, Lexi, you look so pretty with your hair straight. Oh, it just, you know, of course they're going, oh, it looks so good, oh, it looks so pretty, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, yeah, when you have your hair straight, you're just so calm and collected and polite. And when your hair is like everything else, you're more like, ah! And I'm like,
R.I.P.
sis, best believe I will be just as sassy and as whatever that means with my hair straight as I am with my hair natural. Don't get it twisted.
So yeah, so the experiences like that, I feel like that tells little black girls, you gotta straighten your hair, that's it. And so we straightened our hair a lot. So that was all through high school. And by the way, we didn't mention, so we both have very thick hair.
Yes.
So we both, I would say both have 4C. Lexi might be closer to 4B, but it's also hard to tell if it was because of heat damage or not. That's what we always say. We don't know if it was heat damage or if that was actually hair type. And then my hair is probably a little bit thicker than yours, like more dense.
And she probably has more hair.
Yeah, like it's hard to like do my hair. Even like pulling back into a puff and stuff was very difficult for me. And so we did our natural hair like all the time. We didn't even get like braids, like extensions, until college.
I was a senior in college.
Yeah, I was
a year in college before I ever got any type of extensions,
weave, anything. We never had a weave, we never had sew-in, never worn wigs, none of that. Like, we just always did our natural hair all this time, our whole life, which is as thick as our hair is. That's a lot of work, like seriously.
Just know we have very strong fingers and wrists.
Exactly.
Okay, so have to be detangling and
combing
and
So I was a freshman when I got in college, when I got braids for the first time. And so as I said, we were doing our natural hair that entire time.
So in terms of our favorite styles, since I was a kid, once again, I mean, of course, we said, oh, straight hair, oh, we wanted straight hair, blah, blah, blah. But since I loved my aunts Locs so much, I loved having twists, because twists, they would hang, they'd be nice and juicy. You know, my mom, did her research, knew you had to keep your hair moisturized, so they'd be nice and juicy. And I loved having my hair in twists. Oh, I loved my twists. So if you look at a lot of pictures from when I was a kid, I had twists. And around after 8th grade, after I had gone through that period of straightening my hair constantly, and I was like, okay, I need to not do that so much because I'm damaging my hair. Let me give it some breaks and all that. I would go straight to twist. Twist was my thing. So it was either my hair was straight or I would have twists. And after twist, something that was cute that I like to do as well, that we both like to do, were twist outs. So basically when you would just unravel the twist and it would make it, curly and fuller and all like that. So I would do a lot of twists and twist outs.
Yeah, and I tended, in high school I wore a lot of twists, but when I got to college, really my senior year of high school into college, I started doing braids a lot. So like same idea as twists, but with little braids, because I liked how it looked when it was curly. When I liked the braid outs better than the twist outs. But the braids took so long to...
You did them really small.
I did them small. It probably took like 8 over 8 hours to do, because I'm really slow is part of it too. And then to take out the braids took way too long, because twist, you can do that in 20 minutes and y'all twist out your head. You just gotta, put your finger through and just pull it down. With the braids, you literally have to unravel. So that used to take me a couple hours to unravel the braids, which was very frustrating. So I loved those styles, but it just took some time.
But they'd be cute.
They'd be cute, you know? And then I used to wear also have like buns and puffs. Puffs not as much, because I didn't want like my ends to like break off. But I used to wear quite a bit of buns. And the reason why this was interesting, especially college time, is because we stopped straightening our hair when we got to college. So Lexi started first.
Yeah, so my sophomore year of college, I decided, okay, you know what? I want my hair to be super healthy. My hair had been getting healthier and better because I wasn't straightening it as much, meaning I was only straightening it maybe 3 times a year. But I was like, you know what? I still have a lot of ends that have heat damage and all that, and I want my hair to be healthier. And that was when a lot of people were hopping on YouTube, and they're like, oh yeah, I use rice water, and I use this, and I use the lock method, and do all this, and look, my hair's to my butt, all that. So I was like, you know what? Let me try this. Let me actually start taking better care of my hair. I'm not gonna do the heat, and I'm going to try and actually really focus on detangling properly, so I'm not breaking my hair, and making sure that I'm sleeping with my head tie on and all of that, so that my hair could be very healthy, very full, and can get longer. So I decided to start doing that, and I decided, okay, I'm not going to straighten my hair again until I graduate. And so at the time it was supposed to be 2 years, but then I ended up having to do an extra year, so that was 3 years. I said no heat, no nothing. And that process made me just more appreciative of my natural hair, because it forced me to have to think of ways that I could feel, like I look good, like, if we're going to any events, weddings, or anything like that, go to interviews, feel professional, and have to work with my hair in its natural texture instead of defaulting to having to straighten my hair.
And yeah, the same thing happened for me, but it started like either freshman or sophomore year. I think it was freshman year in high school, actually, where I started watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I had decided to cut down on straightening my hair. So that's when I really started to do my hair on my own. So before, my mom would like help me twist it, and I might help her sometimes, but she really did it, stuff like that. Freshman year of high school is when I started to do my hair almost solely by myself, and I was trying all kinds of stuff, buying all these products. Like, I got really into YouTube and stuff like that. That was my freshman year, so I cut down on straightening during high school. And then my senior year of high school, I straightened it for graduation. And it was after that I decided I'm not gonna straighten again until I graduate from college. And so that's when in college I really started doing a lot of natural styles, different ones. And I began to really appreciate, like she said, really appreciate my natural hair, and actually feel pretty when I was going to an event or going to career fair, and still felt professional when I had my hair natural. Before, and it was, as I said, it was subconscious, so I didn't really realize that I didn't feel that way when I didn't have it straightened before. But being forced to not straighten it for certain things made me really realize, okay, my hair's cute. I look cute with it either way. I think that shifted a lot for both of us.
And I think, this is not to say don't ever straighten your hair. If you're straightening your hair, you shouldn't, and this is bad. Everybody has to do what they have to do to their hair. But I would just say, it really taught us how to define our own standard of beauty, and not to rely on necessarily what is considered, societal standards. Like, it just made me feel more comfortable in my skin, because y'all know how it is when you straighten your hair, you have to be trying to wrap it every night.
Running from the rain.
Oh, let it just spritz, let it drizzle. That's the end of it.
I remember once, it was one of the first times I straightened my hair when we first moved to Georgia, and we had gotten a dog. And as I said, my hair is really thick and crazy. So I go outside, I'm thinking, okay, it's not raining, like, there should be no issue. I walk my dog literally for 10 minutes max. I come back inside and my hair was an afro because it was humid outside. My hair could not handle, like, just simple stuff like that. Like, why? It was just too much for me. And I'm an ease person. Like, I'm a simple person. I'm not into glitz and glam. So it was just too much anyway for our lifestyles and like what we prefer in life.
It is. When I have my hair natural, I'm in twist or whatever, I go outside, if there's rain, okay. I mean, you don't want it to pour, because it can still get messed up, but I mean, you don't have to worry. It's just such a carefree life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we have for you today. We just wanted to, as you saw, explain what our natural hair journey was like before getting locks.
And you know what? Even though we have locks now, like we've explained in this video, we have had years of experience with natural hair. So hey, even if you're not considering locks, but you just want some ideas for what to do with your natural hair, or ideas for products, or any questions about loose natural hair as well, we can help out with that. You know, go ahead and leave a comment, send us a message on Instagram, and let us know what you're thinking, or if you have any questions about natural hair that you want answered.
Exactly. So that's all we have for you today. Make sure to stop right now. Like, comment, and subscribe, because I know you enjoyed this video if you made it this far. So just do us a favor. It takes a millisecond, really quick, and you'll be out of here. Just go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Do it.
Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram
and TikTok
at 2 Sisters Locked.
On every platform, we're just like that. 2 Sisters Locked.
2 Sisters Locked. It's so simple. You can remember it. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3. 2 Sisters Locked. Go ahead, because Instagram is where you'll see a lot more pictures, reels, videos, everything like that, so you can keep up on what we're doing and what's going on with our lock journeys on a daily basis.
Exactly. So that's all we have for you. See you soon. Bye.